Another huge day in the association. We were talking about Anthony Davis yesterday. Kristaps Porzingis is on the move. He's joining Luka Doncic in Dallas in a trade that I think is good for both teams. Yeah, that doesn't sound possible these days, but this trade benefits both teams, but it also is really going to depend on stuff that happens in the future. So let's break this trade down. Dallas is getting Trey Burke, Tim Hardaway Jr., Courtney Lee, and most importantly, Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis is a restricted free agent at the end of this year, so any team can sign him to an offer sheet, but the Mavericks probably will match that, or else the trade really wouldn't make sense. On the other side, the Knicks got DeAndre Jordan, Wes Matthews, 2 first-round picks, and Dennis Smith Jr. Let's first break this down from a New York perspective. We knew New York, was always wanting to get Dennis Smith Jr., and then Phil Jackson got Frank Ntilikina. Well, they finally get Dennis Smith Jr. I feel like he's being overshadowed in this trade. Dennis Smith Jr. is a great player. He's going to fit perfectly. He's going to get to handle the offense. Maybe him and Ntilikina can coexist with each other, but him at point guard, he's going to get a ton of minutes. There's not really going to be a problem like there was in Dallas. They got 2 expiring contracts. They got obviously DeAndre Jordan, and they might buy out Jordan. They might buy out Wes Matthews as well. So they're going to have spots for 2 max contracts. So if they can convince 2 free agents that we're not a complete clown team, then they can sign 2 max free agents. And what this also does is this also arguably makes their team worse. It makes them younger. So Tim Hardaway Jr., Lee, Burke, all veterans that are contributing to their team, they're all gone. You enter a second-year guard in Dennis Smith Jr., so your chances at getting Zion Williamson go up. So 2 max slots. Zion Williamson is more likely now. And then also, you've got 2 first-round picks, 1 unprotected first-round pick in a few years, and then another first-round pick. And assets in the NBA these days are incredible. Great job by the Knicks. They get Dennis Smith Jr. They get 2 vets that they can either buy out, they can either flip them, or they can just be mentors, which there's no problem with. They get a space for 2 max slots, and they get 2 picks. So we look at Dallas' side. Dallas could end up winning this trade, but it's a big if. Just like New York, those draft picks, they're ifs. We don't know what they're going to do with them. They could blow them, and the trade would look completely different. Porzingis is an if. Does he re-sign with the Mavericks? If he gets signed by a max contract by another team, I guess Dallas has to match it, but will they? And he tore his ACL. A big 7-footer, is he going to come back fully healthy? If he does and Porzingis re-signs, him and Luka are going to be scary, okay? They're going to be a great combo combined with Tim Hardaway Jr. He's a scorer. My only concern for Dallas is they're trading away a lot of their first-round picks. They do not have their first-round pick this year, unless, which is another thing too. This is the interesting part of it, though. I say unless. They trade away DeAndre Jordan, Wes Matthews, 2 key guys on that team. And then they trade away Dennis Smith Jr. So they traded away 3 starters on that team. And the guys that are receiving, they receive probably 1 starter in Hardaway and Porzingis, who's not going to play for a while. Are you going to tank for Zion? Because remember, that pick is top 5 protected. So if that pick's in the top 5, they're going to get that pick. So I think what the Mavericks might be doing is they might try to say, we're going to give up on this year, try to get the pick. Next year, we're going to be a lot better. The Hawks are going to get a worse pick. We'll give the Hawks a 15th pick, when we're close to the playoffs. So interesting strategy by Dallas also as well. But this trade at the end of the day, the best player in the deal is Porzingis. If he can come back healthy, re-sign with Dallas, this is going to be a good trade for Dallas. But on the other hand, it's also a good trade for New York. Dennis Smith Jr. is going to unlock his potential in New York. They got 2 picks and slots for 2 max contracts. If a trade can work out for both teams, I think it just did. Dallas, New York, good trade by the NBA today. Made some headlines. We've got Kristaps going to Dallas, Dennis Smith going to New York. Crazy day in the NBA.